Hello, welcome to the queue. Turn 7 for Japan. Dire Straits. Here's their purchase for 20, two transports, 2 infantry, and for the remaining 27, 5 infantry, artillery, destroyer. And this is to remind me to move the black marker because I ran out of yellow markers for non-coms. Got 1 battle this turn. Put it over here. See if where I can get that dice tray in there. It is China. On way there. Let's we got the fighter and the TAC coming over. Movement of 3 left. We got 1 infantry, 1 artillery. I don't really care if we take that space. I just want to clear it out. So let me see where I can move these Russians and artillery. All right, that should be in the view, and it is in the viewfinder. All right, so for the attack, infantry, artillery, fighter, and attack. And, oh, the fighter is a jet fighter. So we got 2 2s, 2 4s. Looking for 3. We got 0. All right, they are defending with 2 2s and a 3. And that battle's over. Thank you. Doggone it. There is not a dang thing I can do. All right, well, that's kind of how the war has gone for Japan. Put this guy back here. All right, so that is just flat out ugly. Ugly. All right, let's do some non-coms. You can stare and look there and stare at it all day. It's not going to change. All right, so I've got the fighter and tactical dropping off the carrier into the Philippines. The carrier, the battleship, cruiser, sub, destroyer, from a naval base heading back to Sea Zone 6. 1, 2, 3. Of course, Sea Zone 6 isn't in the viewfinder, but either way, you know what? I have another attack marked here, and I'm putting this in Sea Zone 6. I see the red marker on the transport, and it is a walk-on, and basically turned it all out of the way. This transport is grabbing 2 dudes and coming up to Sea Zone 5 and landing in the Soviet Far East. All right, so that was a walk-on attack. No dice rolled, so no harm. All right, back to the non-coms down here in the Southland. Get it all in there. This bomber will be transporting 2 infantry to the Philippines. This sub will slide back to the Philippines, or Sea Zone 35. This transport from a naval base, 1 to Palau, 2 to Guam, 3 back to the Philippines. And this tactical will fly from Guam to the Philippines. And I think that's all our action in the south. This convoy is gone. And to the north, what was my action here? Oh, let me get this dice cup. I got a destroyer coming over here from 6A into Sea Zone 8, and we are going to shell the Aleutian Islands and soften it up, because that's what you do. A little shore bombardment there. All right. That was just to remind me. The other maneuvers is up here in China. We're going to move this tank into Amur from Manchuria. The artillery Just going to step into Manchuria from Buita Haya Hunamana Hanamana Wala. And now that I've failed in the China, let's see, I'm gonna build 3 guys there, aren't I? Now see, I got myself questioning here. They're gonna land back there. I've got 3 guys for there. I was wondering if I should step 1 up into Jihol there. I think I will. So chip that chip out. So 1 infantry from Manchuria will move there. All right. I think that is my turn. It was quick. It was painful, but that's what it was. So let's see if I can get all my factories in here. Looks like I can. All right, so I've got 3 guys that are going here into Shanghai. And I've got 2 transports and another destroyer going into Sea Zone 6. What does that give me? That gives me 7 transports, or 7 destroyers. Hey, I ended up at 7. I have a couple others on the board, just different spots. All right, so in Japan, 2 infantry and artillery. So let me count what we got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. All right, so it only seems fair. We'll leave it like it is. I got these 2 guys. I think we'll put them in Japan as well. Well, 1 and 1. That way I still can rail from Manchuria if need be. All right. That is it for that. For my cash, I am at 38. Is that right? 38. You know, I lost this one. I think I'm at 37. I don't think I moved it down when I was watching that Russian video. So 37. So 37, I've got 3 bonus for Guam, 3 for Celebes, 3 for Sumatra. So 37 and 9, that gives me 46, which makes sense. I would have lost $1 for the Hope. So that would be right. All right, so there's the cash for next turn. And a lot of times you don't really collect cash for turn 8, but since Japan is on the defense here, they're gonna need their cash spread around the factories, I assume. And let's do a recap and get out of here. So let me just go. It's always so hard to do it from the upside down version here, even though I know most of these territories. Sumatra, 1 artillery. Celebes, 1 infantry. Philippines, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 infantry, 1 artillery, 1 bomber, 2 tacticals, 1 fighter. Sea Zone 35, a transport, sub, and a destroyer. All the other islands are empty now. All right, in Shanghai, there's 7 infantry, 1 artillery, fighter, and attack. Jihol has 1 infantry. Manchuria, 3 infantry, artillery. Oh, I didn't want to leave all those guys there. I'll leave 1 for that transport if I need. All right, let's count Manchuria over again. Manchuria, 2, 4, 5 infantry, 1 artillery. Amur is a tank and a infantry. Soviet Far East is 2 infantry. And Sea Zone 8 is a destroyer. C-Zone 5 is a transport. I think I already said the C-Zone 35. So the last two items here is C-Zone 6, 3 carriers, 2 fighters, 2 TACs, 2 battleships, 2 cruisers, 3 subs, I'll put that over here on that one, 7 destroyers, and 2 transports. Excuse me. On Japan, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 infantry, 2 artillery, 3 anti-aircraft, 3 fighters, 1 tactical. And I believe that's it. On to the U.S. Good luck. Not really.